What's up, everybody? It's your man, your boy. It's Bill Forster in the building, man. How are you doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Easter. I hope you all had a wonderful, 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 wonderful weekend. Uh, I hope you had a wonderful Easter. I personally, I did. I relaxed. Um, Lika and I got our COVID shots. Full transparency, that's what we did. So be letting everybody know that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? We got our shots, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not telling people what you have to do. I'm just telling you what I did. Um, with that being said, just right now you might just be rocking with me tonight. Al Taylor is doing some political stuff. He's handling his BI, as they used to say back in the days, his business. And that's cool. So right now, I'm not going to be on long, but I'm going to give you all of me, and I appreciate all of you. First, I'm going to talk about Derek Chauvin, the trial. I'm going to talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about for this 1 hour. Whatever it is that you want to discuss, let's converse about it, and we're going to chop it up, and we're going to do what we do. Um, I hope everybody had a good Easter. Please chime in, holla at your boy. Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know how your Easter was. Let me know what you think about the Chauvin the case. First and foremost, I'm gonna go out and put it out there in the universe. Even after Easter, I don't want to come off so hard, but I am. I'm gonna come off a little hard. Yo, he needs to rot in hell. That's how I personally feel about this dude. He needs to really rot in hell, and I hope he does. I mean, you know, what's up, Steph? How are you? Are you watching the trial? Like, dude needs to rot in hell. You know, when you have a defense attorney uh do what he does. This dude is doing what he's supposed to do, right? He is trying to paint the picture that, Mr. Floyd and the fact that he lost his life the way he did, I have to give him the utmost respect and call him Mr. Lost his life due to fixation or, some not fixation, some kind of drugs. Listen, I don't even know how this dude lives with himself. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even take that case if I was a defense attorney. I would have been like, money, nah. I don't know what kind of money denomination he's getting, but there's no way in hell that I would have been able to um, accept that case. There's just certain ethics that I would have had to stand by. Putting a little lotion on, you know, making sure my hands is clean, washing them all the time. So feeling a little ashy and crispy. And like that. Anyway, I think it was disgusting every time we watch the videos of what transpired. Um, when we use certain words like sinister, demonic, it describes Chauvin, that punk. I hope he goes to jail and he's with a dude named Bubba that's 300 pounds and 6'6". Even though we know he'll be in protected custody, but I hope he meets Bubba and that way he can get bubbled Hmm. I mean, exactly. Uh, Also, happy Easter to all of you. Sending our prayers out to DMX. I don't know the full story on what happened to him. Just sending prayers out to somebody that lyrically I enjoyed listening to as a human being. I wish no harm. So I wish him all a speedy recovery. Saying that and saying all of that, let's get back to this clown. So yes, I watched the trial today. I'm so uh fixated on the trial that it consumes me. It consumes me because I was an expert witness for the Bronx DA's office. So I love testimony. They had the doctor from the ER this afternoon, and you know, I mean this morning, and he testified on what he felt and what he saw. And let me ask you all a question: have you seen their eyes, their body language when they're talking? It seems like everybody that's testifying has a disdain for this piece of shit individual. And and I have one too. So I want to be able to say that. This is Real Talk Chronicles, and I'm your host, Bill Forster. Assemblyman Al Taylor is doing some assemblyman shit. He's on his job, so he's not with us tonight. He might chime in later. He told me he would try. It was something that he had to do, uh, dealing with New York State budgets and legislation, and he's assemblyman. So go do you. This is Real Talk Chronicles, but go do you. And hopefully, when he comes back, he'll tell us exactly what kept him away from us. In the future, we hopefully tentatively we have dated uh, Sammy Ravello. He just made the ballot for Bronx to be a candidate hopeful for Bronx borough president. Um, he said he's going to try to come on in May, the first Monday in May, with Assemblyman Al Taylor. So we try to get you people that can affect change, want to affect change, want to be a change. We've had Eric Adams, we have Alan Bragg, we have had Eric Adams twice, and we're trying to get all candidate hopefuls for whatever positions they run. So you can talk about crime. Tonight it's just me and you. So like I said, you got me for an hour. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna say what it is. This is Real Talk Chronicles. If you like it, share it. If you have some questions, comments, anything, um, please say it, chime in. If you want to come in and converse with me on something, let me know. I'll send you the link, and we can kick it. Listen, we had last week with Kevin, we had Pamela Monroe, and she's a part of change with law enforcement in New York City. How do y'all feel about that? What do y'all think about what's happening in New York right now? Is New York really getting, as they say, too liberal? Are we getting too soft where crime is just taking over stuff and doing what it's not supposed to do? I have dual residency right now. I can escape that. But, you know, people complained about gentrification. I didn't have a problem with gentrification as long as it didn't affect people of color, but it showed law enforcement being more proactive in Harlem communities because we had more people that weren't of African descent or Latino descent, Latin descent in our community. So police were proactive, and I hate to say that, and and all I'm pro law enforcement. I'm pro people of color more than I'm pro law enforcement. So I say all that to you know kudos to our law enforcement officers that ghost watch me that won't come on this show and probably love me but hate me because of working with me. They know I did what I did, but I'm not Joe Cop on this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that. And I have no problems with that. You know what I'm saying? Um, otherwise than that, Lanier, what's up, Lanier? How are you, man? Manny, check your message. Okay, let's go, Bill. Let's go. We need you. Chip, I'm good, man. I'm good. Delcina, what's going on? How are you? Yes, I watched the verse last night. Um, it was very long. It was very entertaining. Yo, did Ronnie Isley take it to another level? Is he a monster? Yo, he has ultimate. Like I have unlimited swag, but he has ultimate unlimited swag. 80 years old, he's killing it. He's killing the game right now. So listen, I'm gonna holler at you right now. I'm trying to see what my man Manny's trying to say. Uh, wow, got you. Sending prayers out to you don't know if this situation. I'm gonna hold off. I want to talk about this Manny, but I want to say, let's say, self-inflicted gunshot. Manny, give me a thumbs up if I can talk about this right now. Supposedly, that's deep, yo. That's real deep. Everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host, Bill Forster. My co-host, Assemblyman Al Taylor, right now is doing Assemblyman stuff, and we respect what he's doing, and I have to appreciate that. And it comes with the job. So let's understand that that's what Al has to do. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, please don't beat him up. I'm gonna beat him up myself. I'm like, yo, Al, you doing, dog? We need you. How are you all doing? Did you all have a nice Easter? Did you see the NCAA's? Oh my God. I didn't Stanford won for the females. Shout out to the sisters, the ladies doing what they supposed to do. But then, hey, oh well, I don't mean to make you sleepy. I'm just being easy, Dell. I don't want to make you sleepy. Good evening, Colin. Yo, exactly. He is Ronnie Island is too fly. He definitely is. Dell, how are you? How are you been? So, anything y'all want to talk about? I want to talk about with you. If something's on your mind, let me know. You want to converse about it. I didn't come in with some theme music sometimes. Sometimes I like to do that. I have a song that I would love for y'all to kind of gravitate to, but I'm gonna play just a little snippet of it. Got a shout out to my Capricorn sister, Kathy Sledge. this is their energy. I'm gonna play a little bit of it in a minute. But Manny, I could talk about it. Okay, definitely. Here we go. Um, Stephanie, give me a police question, please. All right, let me just give y'all some insight on what I just received right now in lieu of absolute. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay, here we go. Listen up, everybody. This is fresh in. This is real talk, hot press. NYP, NYP, NYPD precinct commander fatally shot himself in the head inside a department vehicle near Kisma Park on Monday, police sources tell the Post. The deputy inspector, who was not immediately identified, had earlier made a call to family members that led them to believe he was suicidal. So sources said cops tried to locate his phone, but he had already pulled the trigger by the time they got to the vehicle and on Underhill Avenue near the Brooklyn Queens Greenway, sources said. He was rushed to a nearby hospital but could not be saved, the sources said. The incident, believed to be the first police suicide this year, comes after a rush of NYPD cops taking their own lives over the past 2 years. Among them were police officers Richard Catapano, assigned to the Brooklyn 73rd Precinct, who was off duty when he shot himself in the head inside an Astoria building in August. And you know how advertisements come up. Okay, stop that. In February 2020, Deputy Paul Federico, 53, was found hanging inside his mother's home in Queens after being stripped of his gun earlier due to personal problems, the department said. 10 cops took their own lives in 2019. Anyone suffering from suicidal thoughts is urged to call the National Suicide Prevention Line. First and foremost, let me tell you all. Okay. This job is not that important. But understand the mentality of people that this is everything to them. That means this is all they were police officers, law enforcement. That made them, that drove them to get up in the morning, that drove them to lay down at night because they thought this was the end all of be all. It's not. It's really not. People that know me, they used to always say, yo, this job, you know, I wasn't an Overtown hound. When I got injured, they were like, why don't you still do what you're supposed to do? It's like, nah, because you guys taught me how to work the system the way I'm supposed to work it. The fact that I worked it was a problem. So I got ostracized and villainized for that. But so what? I didn't care. It wasn't saying it in my face and it was all right. You know, it is terrible that people feel that this was the only thing that they could do in their lives. So they took their own lives. That shows you that the money was good, the power was uh superseded anything that they ever wanted in their lives because the gun and the badge gave them a personal, private, and you know what I'm trying to say, bigger than anything they could ever have. I've seen individuals leave this job and come back within a year because they were nobody. And I tell people all the time, I was somebody before NYPD. And I'm even bigger now that I'm not with NYPD. NYPD was just a small part of who Bill Forster was. And any officer out there, especially of color or white descent, that understands and knows what I'm talking about, you understand what I'm trying to say. There's a mindset that comes with this, with being a part of this fraternity, that people can't let go. That this is all they were going to be. Because of that, they were working in a construction mill, and what I'm about to say, no disrespect to any profession that I'm about to mention, but this was their pinnacle of success. This wasn't my pinnacle of success. This is just something that I wanted to do, and then I could do other things along beside it. The job was the job. It never was that fraternity that so many embrace and like, yo, I'm blue and blue lives matter, and you know, I'm a Republican and F the liberals, I'm conservative and la la la. Yo, I kind of really don't respect you if you feel like that, because like I said, when it's all said and done, what's in this vein is red. It's straight red. And if you don't understand that, if you don't accept that, then the problem is you, and why we have so many different problems in this world today. So it is what it is. And I think anybody that's worked with me know I say what I say because I can say it. My work in the street is second to none. And I dare anybody to come on here and question that. Any boss, any officer. So that's why I can say what I say. I don't say it to be disrespectful because they didn't do what I did. They didn't go in the building and grab three dudes by themselves. Nah. A lot of cats was only good for the hours that they wore that uniform. And this is why they do the things they do, and it's sad. It really is. You heard he killed his mother in 2002 and was released from jail in 2018 on life parole. Damn. Hey, Tanae, how are you? Everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host, Bill Forster. I have so much stuff that I'm going to chop it up with you tonight. Assemblyman Al Taylor was supposed to be with us. He is doing Assemblyman stuff, and I can't be mad at him for doing what he's supposed to do. Because until Real Talk Chronicles, thanks to you all, goes to that next level, right now I can't pay Assemblyman Al Taylor. So with that being said, and all that being said, whatever you want to talk about, you have me for the next half an hour, and I'm gonna give you all I got. And whatever you want to talk about, you talk about the Derek Chauvin case. We can talk about police brutality. We can talk about the NCAA. We can talk about Ronnie Isley, like Steph. She was talking about Ronnie Isley. Yo, did I see the verses last night? It was so good. I fell asleep on it. It was a damn super duper concert, and it took Malika and I to the end. But let me tell you something. Classic music. I loved it. I listen to that music all the times. No disrespect to the artists today, but I can tell you about one or two artists that are out here today, and I have no knowledge of who they are. I may listen to a couple of them. Like I know who Meek Mills is. I don't know anybody else really. You know, when I hear they say, "Oh, so and so," I mean, is Justin Bieber still hot? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who's hot and who's popping. Oh, you enjoyed it tonight? Absolutely. You know, he definitely did his thing. I mean, the Ozzy brothers did their thing. So, what's up with you? I mean, how are you all doing? Did you take your vaccine? Like I said, Malika and I took our second shots, and we did what we had to do for ourselves. Are you going to take the shot? Have you any taken the shot? Are you going to take the shot? are you still waiting to see? I mean, do the math. 500,000 people have died. Uh, what are they trying to say? Four people have passed away. Three and a good possible half of one have passed away due to COVID. I mean, taking the shot supposedly, but we didn't know. You do the math. I'm not a gambler. Four, three, 500,000. This is worldwide, people. We have so many people of color, African Americans, that have not taken the shot yet because they're still waiting for answers. What the F are you waiting for? Anyway, I took my first shot and waiting for my second. Absolutely, that's what's up. Um, so listen, back to the Chauvin case because I'm I've been consumed with it, and I hate to use that word, but I really have. I've been consumed with it. I've grown such a disdain for that man, and when they've shown videos of it, he disgusts me. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm never one that said I don't hate somebody. As much as I try to be born again and in Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to talk to Pastor Graves with that. But Karma deserves needs to go see him. He is the worst. He really is. I I think this shit, and what's so funny? He's found a defense attorney that, for the most part, is good. And me being, like I said, I love trial testimony. I love it. I really do. I think it is like the ultimate chess game of mind, wit, and strategic mind effing. You know what I'm saying? Today, you had the ER doctor on, and you had the chief of Minneapolis Police Department on. He denounced him. He talked about him. Um, What's up, Margaret? I see you. He says, You said I'm vaccinated, no regrets. This is a life or death situation. I knew several folks who had COVID-19. One died last week. East and Central Harlem were hit by the pandemic hard. Thank you, Margaret. Margaret, one day I'm gonna get you on because I know you're a nurse, correct? I just want to make sure that you're RN. I know, and you are a righteous sister. You know what I'm saying? You are one of the individuals that make the world a better place. Um, to be of, as they want to say Caucasian descent. You are righteous. You've been righteous ever since we've partied back in the days of one fish, two fish. Shout out to the one fish, two fish family. But you know what's so funny? You are one of the individuals that try to make the world a better place. There are other individuals that I know that do that, and you are one, and I want to give you your props and your accolades. Um, I know Maggie, I know, but a lot of people don't know you like that. I know you like that. I ain't gonna give you a nickname up. You know what I'm saying? um, but anyway, thank you, blessed to you. You are real about it. Absolutely, I try to be. Let me tell you something. When I meet my maker, whenever that time comes, whenever he has me to punch that clock, I hopefully he says that those gates will open up because I did. I am real. I I'm all about love, peace, and harmony, no matter what a person's ethnicity is, background. If you're about the red that's in your veins, then I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I'm not out here trying to hate on anyone, hate on anybody. Don't hate on me and mine. If we about spreading some love, some positivity, then that's what we do. I'm not about the effed up laws. I'm not about the effed up people that implement the laws. Oh, we wanted tonight. I wanted to talk about Georgia. Woo! I wanted to get Assemblyman Al Taylor's take on Georgia. Listen, first and foremost, let me just say this. I don't have a problem with anybody having ID to vote. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is the fact that you want to implement it because you're trying to do the BS in the game. That's what I have a problem with. And then anybody out there that doesn't know the new laws or the laws, go look up go Google. You don't have to ask B, ask Siri or Google about Jim Crow. Google it yourself and then come back and holler at me. Then we can converse about that. Otherwise than that, shut up. Listen, we can all be professional people now that we have an internet that accessible to us at that moment in time to ask, right? So Kevin, and trust me, Kevin and I will be talking about this Wednesday. He wants to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it because, you know, that's the Republican in him that wants to talk about why. Oh, he says, I think we should all have voter rights. Yeah, we should all have our ID. Nobody said don't have your ID. But all of a sudden now, don't try to act like, yo, there's voter fraud because this punk 45 didn't make it. And then I call him, he's a punk. And he's going to be protected for the rest of his life because he's going to have security. He's a punk. Um, no, you are trying. You definitely. I work at the city council now. Previously worked for the beloved Senator Benjamin. Absolutely. One day I'm gonna get you on the show when we have our open forum. If you're not doing anything this Wednesday, let me know. You're more than welcome, Maggie, to come on and chop it up with Kevin and I and give us some intake. I would love to get your intake on just today's environment because Real Talk, we talk about everything. Everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host, Bill Forrester. If you like what you're hearing, so if you're on YouTube, subscribe to it. If you're on Facebook, share it. Right now, this is Real Talk with Assemblyman Al Taylor, but he is not here because he is doing Assemblyman stuff, and that is all right with me. Happy post-Easter to everybody. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. The weather is changing. Did you get your COVID shot? Are you going to get it? Are you protecting yourself? 70% of African American people have not got it yet. Everybody else is getting it. I don't know what you're waiting for. That's on you. I'm not sitting here. I'm not an advocate for getting the COVID shot. I just did what I had to do for my family, and I hope you do what you have to do for yours. It is what it is. But the government pretty soon will be telling you that you will not be able to travel and do this and do that unless you get your COVID shot. So you can sit there and wait all you want. That's on you. Exactly, Steph. The new laws are a joke. Talk about ridiculous. Yeah. You can't give out water. Exactly. Like, so you're really holding people accountable for giving out water on waiting online to vote. You're talking, how do you ask for a person to do mail-in battling ballots, excuse me, and you got to show ID? How do I do that? Would I give it to the postman and show him my ID? Knock it off. Andre, what's up, brother? What's up, my brother? Like you, I'm pro-black and pro-law enforcement, which is not understood by either side in today's world. Law enforcement done right isn't supposed isn't supposed to be anti-black but anti-criminal. Absolutely. Trey, one day I'm gonna get you on the show. You're always welcome to come in on a Wednesday if you feel like it. A lot of us, and I appreciate my people from the sidelines. I appreciate all the inboxes and the text messages I get supporting, thanking you and thanking me, supporting what I'm doing. And I know Some of you are not just out in the forefront, and I get that, and I'm cool with that, and that's no disrespect, and I appreciate that. I took it. I'll take all the shots, and I don't care being a bullseye because this bullseye shoots back, as you all know, and I don't say that in a literally term, a literal term. I say it in a figurative term. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to come for somebody, come for me. It is what it is. But I appreciate brothers like you speaking up, and brothers people hit me in my inbox or texting me and shout out. What's up, Dale? I see you, sis, in the building. Um, you know, also, like I said, coming up, we have in maybe May 3rd, I think that's the date. We have Bronx Borough President candidate hopeful Sammy Ravello. He has a tentative date to be with us to come to talk about why he should be your borough president for the Bronx. For all my Bronx people, BX in the building. Um, Maybe I need to chime in and tell people. So that's something that's coming up. Otherwise than that, listen, tonight, NCAA, who you got? Baylor, Duke, Baylor, or not Duke, excuse me. You got Baylor or you got Gonzaga. I'm going Zags. It is what it is. I'm just going Zags. We saw the females last night did their thing. Shout out to Stanford, they won. I was going for Houston. It is what it was. It's what it is. Um, the weather's changing. Be nice. Crime is still crime in New York. We got to do something about that. What are some of your hopefuls for the future mayor? He needs to definitely address that. We know that conservative Republican mayors kind of take a whole of crime in New York, but we know New York is a Democratic liberal city. So, what mayor, what mayoral hopeful do you have on your ticket that you're kind of leaning towards? If we can, let me know. I'll try to reach out to him and get him. I really will. Um, the world is opening up. People are getting a little anxious and antsy in the pants. I'm not really. I'm not ready to put on jeans or slacks or pants or whatever the hell you want to call them. I still like my sweats. I'm still a sweats dude. Okay, I hear you, though. You're not sure who you want to vote for. Absolutely. I'm trying to get them all on the show. I really am. We've had Eric Adams twice. We've had Alan Bragg running for uh, Manhattan District Attorney. I'm gonna see if Al Taylor can get Scott Stringer to come on. We're trying to get Ray McBride. I think that's his name. He's running for mayor. Uh, I might ask. We had William Allen on. He endorsed Alan Lang. Hmm. Okay, that's who he wants to endorse. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna ask him to bring Alan Lang on. And we're gonna talk and find out what's going on in his thoughts. I love sweats, jeans. Jeans are uncomfortable right now. Let me tell you something. Sweats. I really ain't going anywhere if I can't wear sweats. I'm gonna run this sweat shit all the way to the end right now. It just feels so good. And I didn't put on that kind of weight, that COVID weight where I need to wear sweats, but I just look so good in them shits. I'm just like, oh, oh. Steph said, what do you think about the Asian hate crimes. How can the NYPD help stop that? What I really feel about the Asian hate crimes is I think it's a travesty for anybody to hate against anybody because Lord knows people of color have been hated more than anybody. Facts. And I would love for people of color, I would love for Asians in the future to join the bandwagon when something happens to people of color. But that being said, it's just it's sad that anybody has to be picked on for who they are. Because Lord knows we've been picked on it, and I'll say it again. So I don't know what to do about that stuff. And when I say I don't know, um, no disrespect to the Asian people that I have so much love and respect for, and I want to say that unequivocally that from all my Asian people that have been so righteous and about the cause for equality of people of color, because they are people of color. I stand with you in unity, and I I'm so against what's happening to the people of your culture and background. With that being said, let's not make them so. Oh my God, what's happening to Asian people is like they don't bother anybody. People of color, blacks and Latins, have been bothered people for years, and we still get put under the wheel with the foot on our neck. So I don't know what to say in regards to that. What I will say is that anybody that gets charged with a hate crime, you deserve it. Should be penalized to a different level? Maybe hell yeah, absolutely. If it takes Asians to to start this and African Americans get a little piggyback on that, well then okay, I'm with that then. You understand what I'm saying? But I mean, a hate crime is a hate crime. If you hate a white person and you're black, and a white person hates a black person, or a black person hates an Asian person, or a Latin person hates a white person hates a Asian person, then F you. Because if you hating somebody, you was taught that. You really was taught that. Because let me tell you something. If you was brought up properly with some love, that everybody was created equal, then you don't have hate. Now, to have knowledge is a whole nother story. You can be historically educated and know not have knowledge, but if you hate one another ethnicity, then F you, man. F you. It is what it is. Um, like you said, we need Maggie. I ain't gonna disrespect you now. Maggie said, yeah, we need to stop the senseless gun violence and violence, period. The new administration needs to get a grip on the gun situation, stop the guns from getting into our communities of color. Absolutely. Um, getting into the stop the guns from getting into our communities of color. Other communities aren't dealing with what we are in regards to what are regards to violence. We know how people hurt people. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. People of color, come on, man. You can't blame the white man for you shooting another black man. No, you can't do that. You really can't. So don't even try it. Knock it off. Oh, talking about, yo, listen, weed is legal now in New York. Just puff, puff, pass. I gotta smell that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm not knocking anybody for enjoying their having their own personal vice or vices. Trust me. I don't feel I need to smell it. If I don't want to hear about the herbs and the medicinal shit. I don't want to hear that. It has a stench that I don't like. They're just like you. Some of you don't like cigarette smoke. I don't like weed smoke. There are some people out here that feel that way. Should you get arrested for it? Absolutely not. Can you smoke it in your house? Absolutely. Can you carry it, buy it? Absolutely. But to sit there on the corner and smoke it like it's a cigarette, I'm not co-signing that. It's been taught for so many years that it has a negative overtone to it. So what do I say to that? You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry. My landscaper's calling, so I had to tell Malika that she got to holler at him. He's calling me again. Hold on, everybody. Sorry, my landscaper's coming. I got to get something done with my grass. Oh my God, you should see it. It's brown. Ooh, exactly. So, exactly. We definitely got to do something about that. Yes, we all need to stand in solidarity. Absolutely. We can't let the 45s get in our way. No, Delcina said anyone who beats the elderly, no matter the race, should be under the jail. It's always an elderly Asian person being beat up on the news. You know what's so crazy, Del? It seemed like it's elderly being beat by anybody. What the hell happened to, yo, listen, I don't understand. Oh, all these little young thugs in the community. Why are you letting old people being abused? Like, I don't get it. Like, it hurts my heart to see that an elderly person is being victimized. You understand what I'm saying? I think all elderly people should be able to carry guns. Now it'd be a problem. Now they start busting caps. You know, what happened to that woman, that African American dude beating that Asian woman? That was disgusting. And then the dude, people will videotape faster than they will help. Help me understand that. What kind of nonsense is going on that you will videotape faster than you will help? You are part of the problem. What's up, Felicia? She says, I don't like the smell either. The smell either. Exactly. Weed smells horrible. I can't take it. I'm not that. The city is too liberal today, bro. Yeah, Andre, I agree with you. The city is kind of too liberal. We need a yin and a yang on this shit. We really do. Um, I I ask you all, anybody that wants to be on the show in the future, please come in. Your opinions are just as important as mine because you keep me going, you motivate me, you keep me hot. This is Real Talk Chronicles. This is the only form that reaches out to the people and gives you a platform to converse and say what you feel. Some of you are still working. I get it. Some of you are in positions that you can't come out and speak out. So you can, this is the best way you can do it, texting and inboxing. I get that. And I will always hold you down. But when you retire, come on, come on, jump on, Cleavers, get on this. This is what it is. We're gonna chop it up then. I need you, and I hope you need me. I hope you appreciate what I'm doing. If you like me, put some thumbs up, some hearts, or whatever. Just to let you know that you appreciate what I'm doing. I'm out here trying to hold this down. I'm trying to give you the realest conversation that's ever on a podcast or social media. I don't. Nobody's dealing with these topics every day. People are giving you, quote unquote, sometimes professional people. I'm giving you youth. I'm giving you the people that are actually doing the jobs and professional stuff and things of that magnitude. So that's what we are, and that's what we're doing. This is Real Talk Chronicles. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Listen, Wednesday, Chime In Wednesday. Kevin and I will get it in hard body. Trust me. I don't know if we have some guests. I'm trying to see if anybody wants to chime in. I'm asking anybody that wants to chime in, come on and chime in and be a part of it and rock out with us. But this is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host, Bill Forster. I'm going to go early. My landscaper's outside. Happy post-Easter. NCAA tonight. Derek Chauvin trial. Let's talk about that. Let me know what you think. I love you all. I appreciate you. Holla at your boy. I salute you. Talk to you in a minute.